Table is set.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, what do we have here?
So it looks like
This is a martini.
we got a martini.
I've never had one of these, but I think that this is a martini.
Whether it's shaken or stirred.
So is it a dirty martini?
James Bond, you know.
Am I supposed to, like, eat the olive? Because that's not happening.
I'm not a fan of olives. That's gross.
There's not a lot of food that I won't eat, but olives, black or green or any color, blue, orange,
Olives are gross.
I can't do olives. But let's take a drink. Like, I drink alcohol, but I'm not good at exactly pinpointing what is even in drinks. So it tastes to me like alcohol.
It's alright. It's not bad.
I'm not super partial to that, to be honest.
I'd say it's fairly enjoyable, actually.
It tastes like Christmas to me. Just it tastes like a pine tree, and I'm not super into that.
It's got some vodka in there.
I don't think it's vodka.
No vodka.
Well, it's clear. It's a clear drink.
Probably like gin. Maybe. I don't know.
I know that like a dry martini is when you have just gin, because there's definitely gin in there,
Oh, it's gin.
and then you add vermouth to it,
I don't know what that is. What's vermouth?
and then depending on how much, you can add like olive juice to it, but it doesn't taste very olivey to me. So I think it's probably a dry martini.
Okay, it's a dry martini. It's pretty wet to me.
Now, I know a lot of people are salty about it with the new James Bond versus old James Bond and how they make martinis, but I think with an orange peel, it would probably be a lot better because I don't like olives. And that's how we made it in the new movies. That's how it should be made. So.
Chicken or stirred? Do I look like I give a damn?
Would I order this at a bar? To be honest, probably not.
I probably wouldn't go out of my way to order one.
I don't think I would order this drink, namely because I don't like the taste of pine needles in my mouth.
And when I say that, it's because I would probably just get something else like a rum and coke or something that I know that I'd love. But I would definitely drink this if someone was like, here you go, here is this beverage, I would drink it.
It was good. I liked it.
It's kind of gross. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this, but I'm not really digging it.
Honestly, I like it.
For me, I would say this is not a great drink for me.
I give it 7 out of 10.
It does remind me of being deep in the woods and eating trees to survive.
I don't taste the olive. I think it's just a nice garnish for this drink. So, yeah, I would order at a bar. I like it.
I can understand why people like it. It's kind of pleasant in a really weird way, but I just am not really, I don't dig the botanical flavor. And I like the flavor of a lot of drinks that have herbs and stuff in it, but this is literally like piney, evergreen, juniper, thorns. For me, it's a thumbs down.
You know, you see them in all the movies and stuff. Now, I can be one of those cool guys drinking a martini.
I'm gonna keep drinking it, so.
All right, what do we have next? Bartender. Give me, ooh, that actually looks kind of good.
Oh, I don't know what this one is. This looks cool. Oh, I got a cracker. Gotta refresh the flavor.
Another fancy glass here, but this one doesn't give it away right away. The other one, it was like martini. I can tell by the glass.
Got a little fancy plate for it too.
In here, it looks like we've got an orange peel. There might be something else hiding in there.
Is there a cherry in there?
It's not a cherry on top. It's a cherry in the bottom, actually. So, you know, everyone says with a cherry on top. This is a cherry at the bottom.
It looks pretty appealing.
I will say, compared to the last one, this is so much more appealing to me.
Appealing.
Like, I don't hate olives. I like them okay, but I don't want one floating. It's like an accidental garnish, whereas this actually looks pretty nice, so.
Just at looking at it, I think maybe there is whiskey in it.
I think it looks good. It looks a little frothy, though, and I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Usually froth is a bad thing. There's some like white stuff floating at the top, so that could be good white stuff or bad white stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna taste it, so.
Let's just try it.
So here's my sip going in.
Now, that's pretty good. I can tell you there's whiskey in there.
There is whiskey in it.
It tastes like whiskey, just straight up.
I'm gonna guess Jim Beam for the whiskey, maybe.
There's obviously something in there that's making the whiskey not as strong.
This is Jim Beam called it.
It tastes like whiskey and a little hint of the orangey peel
To be honest, I don't know what it actually is called. I don't know if it's like a famous one that I should know.
I think I might know what this is because I've made them before.
Let's see, we got whiskey, orange, peel.
Bitters. I could have told you the bitters were in there.
Actually, I think it's an old-fashioned. Maybe.
I think this is an old-fashioned. Am I wrong?
I've had old-fashions actually at bars and, made just amateurly. Yeah, I think it's an old-fashioned.
It's not. Okay.
Okay, it's not an old-fashioned. That's got bitters in it and some other stuff. People watching are probably like, what a noob!
Okay, because I've made old-fashions and it tastes like an old-fashioned to me.
I feel like I know what this one is, but I can't think of a name. So I'm going to make up a name for it. I'm going to call it the...
What would I call this drink, since obviously it's not an old-fashioned?
I would call that a southern...
Chorngy whiskey drink.
A southern delight.
I'd call it cherry on the bottom.
So this is called the Classic Manhattan.
Oh, nice. Okay. I've heard of these. Couldn't tell you what they looked like. I've never had one, but I know of the name of the drink.
Okay, so this is a Manhattan. All right.
I don't even know if I've actually heard of that one. I've definitely never tasted it, but it's got to be similar to an old-fashioned.
That's like one drink you always hear the name of, but I have no idea what it is, so... Okay, so there's rye whiskey, there's bitters. I definitely tasted the bitters, okay? So that was that little extra thing. So what is making it so frothy? It's got to be the sweet vermouth, then. Because there is a hefty film, if you will, of froth on top, so...
If the setting one is right, I think I would order a Classic Manhattan.
Yeah, I think I would order this. I think I really would.
Maybe if it was more of a lounge bar and it was like a cigar bar or something. I don't know, like more of like a chilled bar setting. I'd probably maybe order one of these.
I think I would. It's not my favorite thing I've ever tasted, but I think it actually is kind of pleasant, and as someone who likes whiskey-based drinks, I think this is something that I might order.
Yes, it is good, because I like whiskey. And anything with whiskey is good. I can't say whiskey. Yep, I'm gonna finish it. That was good.
Drink number 3.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Ooh, this looks delightful.
This is... I don't know.
I think that this is a Moscow Mule.
I don't know what it is, but it's got a nice lime.
Can I squirt the lime in it? Is that what you're supposed to do? Did you already squirt lime in it?
I'm trying to do the thing where, squeeze the juice. I don't need to do that. We'll just keep it as a garnish.
I can't. It's not it's squirting all over my hands. I'm over it.
And it's got a big ol' ice chunk in it.
And another peel. It's appealing to me.
What does it taste like? Tastes like
Flavor check.
ginger beer,
Tasty. It's got Sprite.
lime. I think it's a Moscow Mule, honestly.
I'm gonna say this one's vodka.
Oh god, there's gin in this.
It is not a Moscow Mule, so I'm so wrong on these things.
There's definitely gin in this, but it tastes way better than the martini. So here, let me try. I'm gonna try this again.
Because it looks like one, and it's not in a copper mug, but Moscow Mules, honestly, I think is my favorite cocktail. It tastes similar, but yeah, something is different.
Tastes like a fucking squirt or a Sprite.
Okay, so I actually like that.
I do like it.
That's what it tastes like. I don't know what else you want me to say. So I'm gonna name it. I don't know what it's called, so I'm gonna name it a squirt.
Oh gosh, what would I name this? Well, if it's not a Moscow Mule, I think I'd name it
Because it tastes like squirt?
Too Many Limes.
I would call that a limey bastard. The gin is British, right? So
It doesn't have too many limes, but I'm just shouting out Sheamus's old entrance theme in wrestling, which sounded like it said too many limes.
there's definitely gin in there, and there's definitely lime in there. And I think the lime actually mixes really well with the gin.
There's not ginger beer in this. Hold on.
Oh, is there like soda water in here?
Tonic water?
Oh, finally it has tonic water.
This is a gin and tonic, isn't it?
Gin and tonic. Oh, there's tonic water in it. Okay, so this is a gin and tonic.
Well, then there you go. It's a gin and tonic.
So this is a gin and tonic. I am Scott Pilgrim. Gin and tonic and a Coke Zero.
All right, I've never had that before. I actually like that.
I like gin and tonics.
It's good. It's good.
Also, it's got ice in it, so it's like really cold because I don't like warm drinks. It's like the way, like water, alcohol, cocktails, anything, if it's not really cold, it's like disgusting to me. So I actually like that there's a massive ice cube in here. So
Yes, I would order it because it made me think of a Moscow Mule, and like I said, that's my favorite cocktail, so I would definitely order this again.
I think I would actually order one of these because it reminds me of like a mule kind of, but you know, obviously no ginger, but it's got like, I like my drinks bubbly. This isn't super bubbly. I think if it were bubblier, I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
Yes, I liked it. It was good. I'm gonna finish it again too, though.
I recommend this drink to anyone who likes a hint of pine tree with just a little something to cut through it. It's like cutting through the trees.
Cheers. On to the fourth world mystery drink.
Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, okay.
Next up,
Ooh, we got another orange peel. Looks good.
This, my friends, this looks like an old-fashioned.
this is an old-fashioned.
It's on the rocks. It looks like it's just like pure alcohol. I'm pretty sure.
This is the first one that I've actually had and made. And honestly,
Let's see.
Ooh, that's straight up whiskey on the rocks.
This is an old-fashioned. I know it.
Do you know what this is called?
No.
yeah, it tastes how I remember it.
Name it.
Mr. Orange. Like Mr. Orange. It's got an orange.
An old-fashioned is whiskey, orange peel, bitters,
They're bitter, sweet.
and something else, I think.
So this has bourbon, bitters,
I feel like there's one more ingredient. Old. No. Ice.
and sugar.
Sugar. Yeah, and you can actually taste the sugar.
A little water probably, unless it has simple syrup in it.
I definitely taste the orange.
So this is like the one drink I think that I have had, and it's pretty good.
It is pretty sweet.
So I thought the classic Manhattan was this, mainly because of the orange peel and it being a darker beverage.
I actually do like this drink. I made some holiday ones that had like cranberry syrup, and it was really good too.
I mean, I think after everything I've said, it's good.
But these will get you like super hammered because it's just like it's literally all whiskey. So
I like it, honestly. I think it's a tasty drink. I could sit in a bar and look like a fancy dude.
Yeah, I would order one of these. Delicious.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Probably because I've had a few drinks in me. But I could sit at the bar and sip an old fashioned and put the pinky out and
I would order this drink. It'd probably go good with like some food or something.
Honestly, so far everything I would order any of those at a bar.
This is good. I like it. I would say this is probably my favorite one so far. So
Thumbs up to the old fashioned as well.
Ooh, that last one is really strong.
final drink.
Ooh, this one's fancy. It's red.
All right, our last beverage here, the final one. This looks very pretty.
Ooh, this is kind of pretty. Wow, that is like neon.
So we've got a reddish pink drink.
That is actually really cool looking. It kind of reminds me of like that orange is like the orange of a Lego spaceman.
And another orange peel. I feel like an orange theme is going on with the orange peels.
Looks like an orange peel in here. Yeah, that's an orange.
Here, let me hold it up so you can really see.
Can you guys see it? Orange peel.
When the light hits the color, it's pretty cool.
Nice full ice cube. Takes up the whole glass.
Kind of like watered down blood, I'd say too. Maybe.
Right off the bat, because I think it's just fun to try and guess without taking a sip.
This, I'm guessing, is going to taste like oranges.
Maybe there's some grenadine in here? I don't know, giving it that red. But without tasting, yeah, I have no idea if it's whiskey or rum, vodka, whatever else. So let's go ahead and dive in. This is new.
Oh god.
Tastes like ass.
It's kind of strong.
No, it tastes bad.
Yeah, this is something it's new. It's different. It's exciting.
I don't know what the fuck's in that, but that's gross.
Well, I can taste the orange a lot more than in the previous drinks.
Does this have gin in it as well? Because I swear there's like a hint of it.
But I do like it. I think I like it. I do.
So fucking nasty.
Right now I'm trying to establish if this is red or pink, because that could really decide the name I give it.
I would call this
Ass. That's the name for it.
I think I would call this Blood Orange Boom.
nuclear waste.
It's like an asshole.
Because it's nuclear orange colored and it tastes like garbage.
I don't want to recommend this drink, but I'm going to drink it again to figure out what the fuck's in this.
Let's try and guess what we got in here. I'm feeling the buzz.
That's gonna sound weird because I heard it was going around. The shit chemicals they put on the Nintendo cartridges for the Switch, apparently they taste weird. So I tasted one, and they taste fucking weird.
I think we've got some form of alcohol.
And that's what it tastes like. It tastes like the chemicals so people wouldn't choke on shit or like abuse like aerosol things.
I think this has the Tears of Orphans medicine from the 1800s and an orange peel. I think that's what's in it.
It's not vodka. There's not vodka in this. It's not rum. It's not whiskey.
So gross. Yeah, what's it?
There is gin in this. See, gin is like a type of alcohol I'm not super familiar with. My palate is not familiar with that. So we got gin. What drinks have gin?
Okay, so there is gin in here. There's nothing sweet about this drink, so the sweet vermouth is kind of surprising. And then
Campari or something like that?
Campari, I've never even heard of, but I'm guessing that's what's giving it that insane red hue. And possibly the disgusting flavor that I'm tasting. Because whereas the gin and tonic had lime juice that like really worked well with the gin for me, something in here is making the gin taste even worse.
It tastes like fucking butt. I don't like the red shit.
Okay, you know when you throw up a lot and you just throw up like bile? That's like the flavor I'm getting from this. It's like bile. It's disgusting.
Another thing, it tastes like an orange, like the peel of like a orange peel. That's like a nasty ass taste of a peel from an orange. You know, if you ever bit into an orange and it fucking tastes gross, I know people have because they're fucking weird.
Would I order this?
Nah, man, I ain't ordering this drink anytime soon. This is gross.
It's not bad, to be honest, but I don't know if I'd order it. I'd probably go for one of the previous drinks as a first thing. If somebody presented this to me, I'd probably drink it.
Hell no, I want to order this drink. What is this drink called?
So this is called a Negroni. That actually sounds like a Lord of the Rings character or something. It kind of sounds like an orc name. Negroni. It doesn't taste or look like an orc. It looks more like something like an elf would sip on. Like, I'm in Rivendell, and this Negroni is fabulous.
This is a hard pass for me.
It's gross, but it also has alcohol in it, and you can't waste alcohol. So I might not drink this one. Like all of it. It's fucking butt. It tastes like fucking butt.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Yep. No, that one.
Gosh, so out of the 5 drinks I've had today, which is my favorite? So we had a classic Manhattan, an old fashioned, a martini, a gin and tonic, and a Negroni.
So the old fashioned is definitely my favorite. Because it's just classic. It's tasty. It tastes like a nice old whiskey.
Probably the old fashioned or the classic Manhattan, the other one that had whiskey, the whiskey and bourbon. One of those two for sure.
The classic Manhattan or the gin and tonic. I think I'll say the gin and tonic on the spot was my favorite.
That was definitely my least favorite. Some fucking butt. A Negroni.
This has got to be my least favorite. It's like what I didn't like about the martini, but even worse. So
The Negroni would probably be my least favorite.
the one thing I will say about it, it looks nice.
We have a surprise drink for you.
Oh, okay.
Surprise drink, okay.
Surprise drink.
I'm already feeling it, so bring it on.
Is it big butt face drink again?
What the fuck?
Oh, I know what this one is. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
I know what this is.
So this looks...
It's Calcom. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if I want to say what it looks like.
This is like my favorite drink ever. I think I can smell it already.
All right, so from the smell, it smells like absinthe.
Absinthe.
Hell yeah. It's the anisey, milky white absinthe.
So I want to say that there might be Jägermeister in it.
These are good. These are really good, actually.
Or, hell, it might be absinthe, but I don't think it is because I don't think that they were out there. Because absinthe is something that it's like a ritual.
And I'm gonna drink it.
Maybe this is absinthe.
It tastes like
It's like black licorice.
a forest nymph exploded in your mouth, which sounds bad, but it's actually quite good. It's got like this, it's like candy.
Do I like absinthe? I do for a few reasons.
Sweeter than black licorice because I fucking hate black licorice.
One, I think it tastes pretty good. It's like I do not like black licorice, for one, but that's kind of the taste it's got. It's not my favorite,
This is bearable because it's a little bit sweeter.
but it's something that you can kind of have for like a special occasion.
I would definitely recommend people try this. I think a big thing with absinthe that is cool is how you actually prepare the cocktail.
You take a sugar cube and you drip some water over it. You let it sit like a little spoon with what are the spoons called?
Gotta get the spoon.
What's the spoon called? I guess it's called an absinthe spoon.
You gotta drain the sugar.
Set the sugar cube on it and you drip water over it until it mixes up, it turns cloudy, and then it's good to go.
It's like a ritual, it really is.
And I think if like going to an actual bar that specifically serves this, it would be really cool because they probably would have like a big fountain to like trickle water down into it, and it would be really cool.
No, I wouldn't order this drink. I would drink it at home.
2, I like it because a few years back, Chris Fiend and myself, we would have our own absinthe ritual and we would drink it like late at night, and so it just kind of holds a special place in my heart.
It was illegal for a long time for like no reason because of wine companies being afraid that absinthe was going to encroach on its territory. So now that it's not illegal in America, everyone should try it. It's just really expensive because they import it.
I just gotta say, Alonwin and Bellowin put this stuff together. Absinthe is not cheap.
That's a big thumbs up.
So yeah, absinthe, I do like it. The taste is not my favorite thing in the world, but because of those memories and stuff, I think, yeah, I do like it.
It's really good.
A little strong there.
You can't take this.
Hell yeah, I would do this again for the Vortex as long as we get some absinthe every time. I mean, like, even if not, but I'm always down. I would do it again for the Vortex. I would do anything for the Vortex.